Hey everybody, welcome to the Money Reviews. Today we are looking at a sling, and this is from a small veteran-owned company called Smooth as Fast Innovations, and I got this off their eBay store. I paid $35 for the sling, and I got it for my AK74 build, and overall, not a bad sling. So I will start with the things I thought were pretty cool and what I like about it, and then I will cover the things that I think they could probably change and maybe do a little different or better. Better subjective, just maybe a little different, and then just give you my overall thoughts. So right away, first things I noticed, so this is 2-inch webbing into 1-inch webbing, and I thought these little pieces of hardware were kind of cool. So a lot of times when a company was going to do something like this, they would do 2-inch, they would sew the 1-inch directly to it, like so, and that would be it. But what these guys did, they have this little device here, these little pieces of hardware that the 2-inch is sewn down, and then here's 2-inch, then to 1-inch. And it has like some movement. That's kind of cool. It's like that on both ends. So this is the rear. It's the rear connection point. You've got a small tri-glide on the back, and that's how you connect it to your weapon on the back side. And then on the front side, you've got a small piece of hardware here, very similar to like a backpack strap, and that's how you're going to pull forward or back. You'll pull back this way with the overhand knotted 550 cord to release, and then using this nice little thumb looped piece of webbing, that's you would go forward to tighten. On the front end here, you've got a tri-glide, and that's how you would loop it into whatever device, piece of hardware you're going to use to connect to the front end of your weapon. For me, I'm going to be using this Blue Force Gear device. Loosen it up. Sewing is good. Nice heavy bar tacks all around. There. So this is their 2-point, they called it a 2-point wide. Yeah, that's what it is. So this is the body. This is where all the adjustments going to be happening. You're not going to be adjusting it here or here so much, but on the body. So I've got the tri-glide, the large 2-inch tri-glide run all the way out to kind of control my adjustment. But I don't like that as much because you've got all this going on. Me personally, I'd rather have the tri-glide run back a little bit to kind of control that. But then I'd run with all this about. And that sucks. And yes, I know we could just run it with rigorous tape, tape it off, whatever. But it would have been nice to maybe have a piece of elastic sewn in right here to help manage that. And that's not a huge deal. I mean, it should, for 35 bucks, that probably wouldn't have been a major cost point to change the sling, considering you could have gone with Coyote Brown, considering you have Coyote Brown hardware. I don't know. I've got some tactical sewing experience. I've done plenty of slings in my time, and that's kind of what I would have done, but hey, whatever. Same thing in the rear. I would have liked probably a small piece of elastic to kind of control some of this pigtailing, and same here in the front. So in the front, I will show you what I'm talking about and why it really comes into play. So when you've got this hooked to the front of your weapon, you're going to pull this forward to kind of tighten it up. And when you do that, you've got a lot of excess like pigtail going on. It's just flopping about until you pull this to kind of loosen it. So with that being said, like I yanked this off of some old gear I got just laying in my gear room. It's a piece of elastic 1-inch that was used for gear, like strap keeping. And so if you had some spare stuff around, or you can sew and you have some elastic, and you were to get one of these slings, this is just a small recommendation I have. I would do this to help kind of maintain and manage that excess of anywhere on the sling. This is the one area where I would highly recommend, if they were going to make an update, to add one of these, and if you buy one, to add one of these. For me also personally, I really like these thin metal tri-glides. It adds a cost, I know, to the sling. That's just a personal taste. I like how low profile they are. But that's just me. Yeah. Their hardware is plenty awesome and plenty good. I'm just have a bunch of these laying around for my own stuff. So now, when you're bringing this forward, you can kind of keep that in check and it's not dangling everywhere. And I think that's pretty cool. And then when you yank it, it stays with it. So it won't always really ride with it when you go forward. So right away you might have a little dangle, but you can just kind of pull it forward and it's good. So that's something I would do a little differently for me personally. Is just keep this piece of elastic on here. I'm probably going to leave that on just to help kind of mitigate that little excess. Because when I put it on the AK, that's one of the first things I noticed is you had this like this floppy little pigtail thing going on, and that was like that's gonna snag and be an issue. Overall, pretty cool sling. I like the design. I think it's got some neat functionality to it, some neat features, and I look forward to using it more and giving you guys some later feedback on like how it plays out over time. Like I said, the issues I have with it are really small. They're minor. They're just like little elastic keepers. That's what only thing I would have done differently. And yeah, definitely check them out. Like I said, Smooth is Fast Innovations. There you can find them on eBay. I'll have a link in the description below to where you can get this sling if you want to check it out, and give these guys a holler. If you're in the U.S. and you like supporting small companies, especially small veteran-owned businesses, definitely give these guys a look. Definitely kind of cool. As always, thank you so much for watching. I can't thank you all enough. I really love the support I've been getting and the feedback. Get out there, try some new kit, try different stuff, and oh, you know what? I got an alibi. Hold on. So one last thing they did do that I really like was these little notches in the front of the webbing. I like that. That's kind of cool. It makes an easier little quick pass through. So good on you guys for that. Okay, now that's all I got. So as always, thanks for watching. I appreciate all of you. Try new gear, get out there, make some cool kits, play some airsoft, LARP hard. I'll see you in the next one.